So Atlanta will get the first possession. So the net starting five. Van Horn out there with Martin. Then it's Williams. Then it's Jason Kidd. And it's Kittles in at the shooting guard position. Pass to Martin. Here's Van Horn. Nets passing it around. Shoots over Wilkins. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Shooting for New Jersey, Aaron Williams at the line for two.
He's off on the first. And the second free throw, good. And so it's Rivers with it. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. Pass to Willis. Now, here's Wilkins. And Van Horn pulls it down.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
It's stolen by Willis. Kidd against Whitman. And Jason Kidd picks up a foul. That's his first foul.
And that's a quick foul for him there. Looks like the refs are going to call this one pretty close.
And now just over a minute played here in the first. Whitman passes to Rivers. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Wilkins. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway.
A fadeaway, not a terrible idea, but he needs to make the game easier on himself. He's overcomplicating things.
Outside Kidd. Goes to the reverse layup and puts it in.
And Kidd using that size well inside. Fantastic with the read of the D there and exploiting the weakness.
Here's Whitman. Pass to Rivers. Here's Whitman. Right side Wilkins. 17-foot shot on the way. And he can't bank that one in. Kittles passes to Martin. Wilkins kicks to Rivers. Over Van Horn. Rivers can't get it to go.
Well, cold start, right? You've taken 4 shots. You've not made one of them.
Outside Martin. Pass to Kittles. Now Martin. That's a 2 from Kidd. Rollins grabs the board. And so it's Rivers with it. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Looking for the first basket of the game. It's Wilkins on the wing. Off the mark, and the drought continues.
Boy, this guy has completely lost his focus. Nothing working.
And finished off by Martin.
And how about the explosive leaping ability by Martin? A big-time dunker who enjoys getting this close to the basket.
And so now, a timeout called by head coach Mike Fratello. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Kidd against Rivers. That's tipped. Taken away by Kidd. To the inside. Here's Martin. That one's no good. That makes him 1 for 2.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Wilkins passes to Whitman. Now here's Rivers. Whitman kicks to Wilkins. Clock at 4. Over Van Horn. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Pass to Kittles. Good ball movement here by New Jersey. And here is Kidd. Rebound by the Hawks.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Rivers passes to Wilkins. Here's Rollins, and slam dunk by Rollins.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
No reason to do so there. He was going to leave, no doubt.
Here's Van Horn, following the bucket by the Hawks. Three-pointer, Kidd, and again it's the Nets missing.
Now, how about this? He cannot find his rhythm in this period. This has been tough sledding.
Whitman goes back up. Rollins with the bucket.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
It's stolen by Willis. Here's Whitman. Nothing on the board. And here's Rivers.
The two things I like about Doc Rivers are his speed and his intelligence. He sets a good pace and is pretty good at judging and outsmarting the defense.
Atlanta shooting their first foul shots of the night here.
2 shots.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. And so he makes both from the line. Here's Kittles. A 3-point spread on the scoreboard. And so Byron Scott decides to call timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Atlanta on D. Outside Kidd. Outside Martin. Pass to Van Horn. Sinks the three-pointer.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And so it's Rivers with it. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. It's Wilkins on the wing. New Jersey with the rebound.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
Now here's Kidd. Shot clock at 6. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. Kidd's got his second bucket tonight.
Come on now, that's easy money.
The Hawks trail. And so now, a timeout called by head coach Mike Fratello. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. For the Hawks, Concax checked in for Rollins. Livingston comes in for Willis. And Webb subbed in for Whitman. Now Rivers. Over to the left wing. Pulls up, high post, 5 to shoot. The shot's good from Livingston.
How about the concentration on that assist? Changed his mind mid-shot and put the pass right on the money.
The Nets on offense. Payne with it. Pass to Van Horn. To the paint. Wants to get it to Collins and does. 3 on the clock. And here's Kidd from the arc. Rebounded by Livingston. Kidd's gone just 2 of 6 shooting, 33%. Rivers against Collins. Pass to Livingston. Wilkins surveying the defense. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Van Horn, the pass to Collins. Down low. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
So it's Atlanta now, after the basket by New Jersey. Left side, Wilkins. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. The shot's good from Livingston.
Gotta show more muscle to keep him off that low block.
Well, it's a couple of things here, I think. Certainly the effort, the willingness to fight, and the willingness to push him off of his comfort zone.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. Now here's Rivers. Livingston, the pass to Webb. Here's Wilkins. New Jersey with the rebound.
This guy is completely out of rhythm this quarter. He just can't get going.
Payne kicks to Martin. Webb against Kidd. To the middle. Here's Van Horn over Wilkins. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Nets.
And guys, they've done a great job feeding their bigs inside. They are just punishing the opposition in the paint.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
The Hawks trail by 5. Davis dishes to Webb. Pass to Carr. And stolen by Payne. Down low. Here's Williams. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Here's Webb. Hasn't made one yet. Outside, Davis. Over Jefferson. And it's Davis missing.
This guy does not love to operate in the mid-range, and it showed right there.
It's stolen by Davis. Livingston, the pass to Carr. And the dunk by Carr.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
And the Hawks making a change here. Alwoma's checked in. McCulloch's checked in for the Nets. Armstrong comes in for Van Horn. That's good from Carr. Nets leading by 4. Payne passes to McCulloch. We've got 1:28 left to play in the first quarter. Clock at 6. Pass to Payne on the top of the key. Rebounded by Livingston. Now, here is Webb. Payne covering. Webb the pass to Davis. Back to Webb. Oh! Uses both hands to slam it down.
How about that? Flying high to send that one down. And you know what? When you've got the athleticism and explosion of a player like that, bigger guys are still at your mercy.
It's Payne with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Nets. There's 45 seconds left in the first quarter. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt. The Hawks trail by 4. Back to Webb. Shoots over Payne. Webb can't hit.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Here's Armstrong. Still scoreless. Rebound by the Hawks. Puts up a deep 3. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Nets out in front, leading by 4. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Nets, what do you guys think?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Nets. We've got Brian Scalabrine, also Collins out there, Jefferson out there with Markelle Fultz. The Hawks trail by 6. And here is Webb. Pass to Rollins. Good ball movement here by the Hawks. Pope's shot is good.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
The Nets on offense. Now Fultz. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Pass to Scalabrine. Just 5 on the clock. Fires from 18. Pope with the rebound. Here's a Woma. Defended by Jefferson. And the basket by Webb.
I like how assertive he was, making his presence felt on the interior.
And the Nets with possession. Collins, a screen on Webb. Fultz against Webb. And Fultz gets it to go. And the Nets lead by 4.
Well, make no mistake, Markelle Fultz, because of his athletic burst, can score on the interior. That's nicely done.
Webb against Fultz. And the basket by Webb. Webb's got his 3rd basket of the night.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Oliveri. And the shot is long. Here's Battle. Still yet to score. Count the basket.
Moving it around. 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Fultz with the ball. Inside. And Jefferson throws it down hard.
Well, once one of the most bouncy players in the NBA, Jefferson still has it in his game. Incredibly impressive.
So it's the Hawks now, trailing by 2. So Mike Fratello's decided to take a timeout here. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And the Hawks with possession here, trailing by 2. Wilkins outside. Now, here is Webb. He has 6. 6 to shoot. Here he goes. A rebound by the Nets. Here's Kittle. No scoring in this one. Martin with the screen for Payne. Over Webb. Payne can't hit. Payne's gone 1 of 3 from the field here. Here's Livingston. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Willis comes in for Rollins. Davis is subbed in for Spud Webb. Williams, he's checked in for New Jersey. And that one misses. Outside Jefferson, right wing. And Jefferson throws it down.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Davis surveying the floor. Pass to Willis. Outside, Davis. Back to Willis. Cuts off the pass. And now New Jersey on the break. And Jefferson wide open. He shoots. A three-pointer is right on target. And it's a 5-point New Jersey lead. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for the Hawks. It's Wilkins on the wing. The Hawks again can't hit. Nets leading by 5. Here's Kittle. He has yet to score. And here's Payne. Martin with a screen on Davis. Payne can't hit. Wilkins outside to the inside. Willis down low, working on Martin. Willis, the pass to Livingston. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And a look now at the upcoming schedule for New Jersey. On Friday, they'll head back home to host the Washington Wizards. Then on Sunday, they'll host the Toronto Raptors.
And looking at the Dallas matchup, that's one to mark on the schedule. It's their 5th game of the year, and we should start to see their lineups get sorted out.
Whitman is checked in for Atlanta. Armstrong kicks to Payne. Pass to Van Horn. Connects from 3-point range. Van Horn's got 11 points.
Boy, when this guy has got his rhythm, he can be tough to guard.
The Hawks trail by 8. Outside, Davis. It's tipped. Here's Wilkins. A human highlight film sliding it through.
And he just possesses that ability to wow the crowd every time he steps on the hardwood. They don't call him the human highlight for nothing.
Now Payne. To the wing right side. Van Horn. The three-pointer, no good. Whitman passes to Davis. Pass to Payne. Williams, a screen on Davis. Payne passes to Van Horn. Nailed from three-point land.
3 points.
Van Horn's got the lead up to 9 now for New Jersey. And the Hawks with possession here. Here's Willis. He's guarded by Williams. Willis, the pass to Davis. To the paint. Here's Livingston. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
And that's a little lack of fight
at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right. You can see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
Here's Van Horn following the bucket by the Hawks. Pass to Armstrong. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Payne. New Jersey needs to get off a shot here. That one wide left. The Hawks trail by 7. Outside, Davis. Now, here's Willis. He's guarded by Williams. 11 feet away. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And finished off by Martin.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Outside, Davis. It's Wilkins on the wing. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Payne passes to Williams. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Whitman against Armstrong. Whitman kicks to Davis. Pass to Wilkins. From the corner. Rebound, New Jersey. Williams has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Armstrong. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And every team is trying to ward off or recover from injuries. So, Doris, how much separation is there with regards to team training staffs?
Now, this is a great question, Kevin, and I think one of the things it highlights is how important every member of your staff is, from your head coach to the assistant coaches down to the training staff. An 82-game season will challenge any medical staff. They are invaluable to your organization.
And that one falls for Armstrong. And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. And New Jersey with a change here, too. Kids checked in. And both free throws good for Armstrong. The Hawks trail by 11. Rivers with it. Stevenson outside. From outside, off the mark. And here's New Jersey. They're on a 17-6 run. Kidd kicks to Williams. Armstrong dishes to Williams. Martin the pass to Van Horn. 5 to shoot. That's a 2 from Kidd. And again, no good by New Jersey. And so it's Rivers with it. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. 11-point game. Pass to Carr. The Hawks working the ball around. Here's Kidd. And here's Armstrong. He's guarded by Stevenson. Outside for Martin. That 3 off the mark.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Up and in on the layup. Kidd's got the lead up to 13 now for New Jersey.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Here's Rivers. Jason Kidd making his last shot. Rivers passes to Stevenson. Back to Rivers. The shot from the low post is good.
Now you see the toughness and the competitiveness of Doc Rivers, always looking for the most opportunistic play.
Here's Van Horn. 14 points for him. Fires from deep. Here's Williams. Up and in. Off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
When you're trying to claw your way back into a game, you cannot allow second chance opportunities.
Well, how about the effort on the glass? Even with this lead, I love that they're still going after it.
Taken away by Kidd. Outside, Martin. Pass to Van Horn. Shot clock at 6. Now here's Kidd. Lets it go with a 3. Hands it from downtown. Kidd's got 9 points.
And that's one way to extend the lead. Continue to light it up from long range. They have all the confidence in the world right now from the three-point line.
Rivers surveying the D. Up top, Carr. Hits from the high post. Carr's got his second bucket of the night. And so it's New Jersey with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. They've excelled in the open court. Their transition game has allowed them to build this healthy lead. Right back after this break.
Hey folks, thanks for joining us. It would be an understatement to say it's been a great half.
Well, you can see the camaraderie. They share the ball, and they don't care which guy scores.
Sounds like us here on the set. Whatever makes the show work, you do it.
And guys, let's turn our attention to the future, shall we? Here's the upcoming schedule.
I think for Atlanta, I've hung with these guys in the offseason. They're better than people think, but they've still got to prove it.
Yeah, high hopes for them and for their fans as well. Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Kevin Willis out there with Rollins. Then it's Rivers. Then it's Whitman. And it's Wilkins in at the 3. That's the group for Mike Fratello getting going here in the second half. Now here's Wilkins. And the rebound goes to Martin. Here's Kittles. Whitman defending. Pass to Van Horn. Good on the three-point shot. Van Horn's got the first basket of the second half here for the Nets.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Now here's Rivers. It's Wilkins on the wing. A rebound by the Nets. Van Horn's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Boy, this has not been his night. The effort's certainly there, but he looks disjointed.
Outside Kidd. Pass to Van Horn. 5 on the clock. Back to Kidd. Puts up a deep 3. And Willis pulls it down. The Hawks trail by 17. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Kidd with the steal. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Here's Whitman. Still without a basket. Martin with the block. They recover it. It's good.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
Pass to Van Horn. To the inside, Williams. And Williams throws it down.
Boy, he may not be the biggest center in this league, but big-time athleticism on display.
And it's Rivers with the ball. He brings it up for the Hawks. Trailing by 17. Wilkins outside. Willis down low. Covered by Martin. Oh, and he pops it off the glass. Wow.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Martin's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Boy, something so good about a perfectly placed lead pass. That is nice.
Well, we're into the 3rd quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
And the foul called on Kenyon Martin. That is his first foul of the game. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest. Going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Now here's Rivers. Down low, pocket 6. And Willis gets it to go.
That bucket is really just about the efficient use of a screen. That's nicely done.
And here is Kidd. Here's Martin, and finished off by Martin.
Oh, how about using the rim to get some true hang time?
You know, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff. The Hawks trail by 19. Whitman passes to Rivers. Willis with a screen on Kidd. Rivers bounce pass. Whitman kicks to Rivers. Kidd with the steal. And now, in transition, it's Kidd. Here we go. And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Thank you. Commissioner Adam Silver was asked about the wildest ideas thrown around in the league office. He said, quote, one thing that's been discussed is potentially 2 free throws for a foul on a 3-point shot. I don't think we'd do it in the last 2 minutes of the game, but that's something interesting. Kevin?
Not a bad idea. All right, Allie, thanks a lot. And Jason Kidd picks up a foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Now Rivers. Driving inside. Martin with the block. Nets leading by 22. Williams sends a screen for Kidd. And the Nets, another 3. In a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Nets.
They've been active defensively, rotating well, and then also closing out on shots. It's resulted in a number of blocks.
The other thing that jumps out about their performance tonight, the amount of steals really pressuring those ball handlers.
Atlanta making some changes. Concax checked in for Rollins. And Livingston subbed in for Willis. The Nets making a switch here. This Hawks squad is struggling. Whitman passes to Rivers. Pass to Livingston. No good, unable to end this run. Whitman against Armstrong. Here's Martin, and finished off by Martin.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
And the Hawks with possession here, following the bucket by the Nets. Here's Rivers. Here's Conkamp. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And, you know, it's one thing to get the offensive rebound, but then how about the loud bucket he's able to convert?
He was in perfect position under the hoop, Greg. You're right. Once he gets his hands on the miss. Payne passes to Van Horn. McCulloch against Whitman. McCulloch no good. Here's Whitman. Scoreless thus far. Pass to Wilkins. Hawks passing it around. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Livingston, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
And how about the bounce pass there being used to perfection?
And the Nets with possession here. Payne with it. Pass to Van Horn. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Looking to end his cold spell. Payne grabs the board. It's Payne with the ball. He'll bring it up for the New Jersey Nets. Here's Van Horn. They get it back. And it's Martin missing. Pass to Wilkins. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Wilkins has got his second bucket of the night.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
New Jersey leading by 21. Now here's Payne. Here's Van Horn. He's defended by Wilkins. That one is good from Van Horn. Van Horn's got 5 points now this quarter.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Here's Rivers following the bucket by the Nets. Wilkins draws the double. And it's Rivers, top of the key. Conkamp passes to Wilkins. A second chance effort, and it's good on the layup. Wilkins has got 6.
Continuing to show activity on the offensive glass. Second chance buckets have been huge.
And so Byron Scott decides to call timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Atlanta making some changes. Battle's checked in. Davis is subbed in for Whitman. So New Jersey going with an almost entire new group here. Collins checked in for McCullough. Toppin comes in for Kenyon Martin. Jefferson's checked in for Van Horn. And it's Fultz in for Armstrong. Nets leading by 21. Pass to Payne. Fultz against Davis. Fades away. Fultz, no good. Fultz has gone 1 of 3 on the night. Right at the free throw line, and he hits the jumper for 2. Webb's got 8 points.
In perfect timing, this run is exactly what they needed, and it's right when they needed it. They couldn't afford to wait any longer.
Now here's Fultz. Lays it up off the glass. Fultz has got his second bucket.
Now that's where you like your shots to come from.
Pass to Battle. Puts up a 3. A rebound by the Nets. Inside, here's Collins. And then Collins slams it in.
And that's how he makes his presence felt.
And Greg, we see him do it time and again. He is a special, special talent. And that great replay brought to us by the AT&T Connected Cam. Atlanta with the ball. After the basket by New Jersey. Davis, the pass to Koncak. Webb with it, working on Payne. And it's good for 2. 10 points for him.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
New Jersey leading by 21. Payne kicks to Jefferson. Good ball movement here by New Jersey. Toppin can't get it to go. Here's Atlanta now. Webb the pass to Koncak. And the layup falls. Koncak's got 4 points this quarter.
Boy, this is how you move the ball effectively. They're not just passing it around the horn. They are passing with a purpose.
Pass to Fultz. Kicks it out to Collins. Here's Toppin. Off target from outside. The Hawks trail by 19. Battle pass to Davis. And here is Webb. 6 to shoot. Here's Koncak. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Koncak's got 6.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And so Byron Scott decides to call timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Both teams will make substitutions. We've got 1:48 left to play in the third. Pass to Scalabrine. Out left to the wing. Outside Jefferson. Just 5 to shoot. This one for 3. And Scalabrine gets it to go. Scalabrine's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Here is Bass after the basket by New Jersey. Makes that one his 6th of the night, shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
So it's New Jersey now, following the bucket by the Hawks. To the middle, here's Collins. From down in the low post, it goes. Collins has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Boy, you cannot put it in a much better spot than that. Wow.
Pass to Iwoma. To the left side wing. Webb. Misses the 3. Nets leading by 22. Here's York. Collins, a screen on Webb. It's Collins, high post. The shot, no good. Pass to Battle. Shot from the top of the key, and the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's New Jersey, holding a 22-point lead as the quarter wraps up. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. Back right after this. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, this is why great point guard play is so critical in today's NBA, and you see it right there on display.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. On the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going. Van Horn out there with Jefferson. Then it's Williams. Then it's Payne, and it's Kittles in at the 2. Here's Willis. Lays it up and banks it in. Willis has got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Hawks. Right side Jefferson. 18 feet away, and he knocks it down.
Now, this guy used to be a highlight-level dunker, and now he's matured Richard Jefferson into catch-and-shoot specialist.
So it's Atlanta now. Webb up top. Payne covering. Webb the pass to Rollins. And here is Webb to the inside. The shot's good from Livingston.
Yeah, terrific work in the two-man game. Results in an easy bucket. That's how you do it.
Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Pass to Kittles. Nets passing it around. Here's Jefferson. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Jefferson's gone a perfect 6 of 6 shooting. Here's Whitman. Willis up top. Right wing. Now Webb. Tries again. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And they've shown a little extra hustle on the offensive glass here in the second half. Second chance points are starting to add up for them, and they can use every one of them.
Shooting one.
Free throw drops for Rollins. Nets leading by 19. Outside Jefferson. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Van Horn, no good. Here's Atlanta now. Livingston, the pass to Webb. Williams with the block. Down low. And he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
The Hawks trail by 21. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Webb going inside. Can't cash in from close range. New Jersey with the ball. Here's Kittles. Offline with his three. Now, here is Webb. He's tightly guarded. 3-on-3. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Hawks. Dominique Wilkins is checked in for Atlanta. Rivers comes in for Spud Webb. Martin's checked in for New Jersey. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Rivers with it. Pass to Rollins. Wilkins outside. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. TV1 complain about the review process. The longer the review, the more it disrupts the flow of the game.
That's exactly right, Kevin. You have the best athletes in the world competing at the highest level, and then all of a sudden it stops. And if the duration is too long, it takes the players out of rhythm. It drives the viewers at home crazy. This is something that us television people can go absolutely nuts about.
You can tell Dominique Wilkins just has that extra edge to his game. He's always hunting down his next bucket and willing to fight to get it.
Concax checked in for Rollins. And New Jersey with a change here, too. Jason Kidd's checked in for Cameron Payne. New Jersey leading by 20. Here's Williams, and a great assist by Kidd as that one goes in. Kidd's got assist number 5 here tonight. A look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Now here's Rivers, pass to Wilkins. New Jersey with the rebound. Van Horn's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And here is Kidd. From past the arc, a nice shot by Van Horn. Van Horn's got 22.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Up top, Rivers. He's covered by Kidd. Left side, Wilkins. And Van Horn pulls it down. Van Horn's got 7 rebounds in the game. To the right side. Here's Kidd. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Van Horn. Here's Kittle. Whitman defending. Kittle's no good. Kittle's has gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Here's Wilkins. Oh, and the dunk by Wilkins.
How about the high-flying acrobatics by Wilkins on that? Yeah, they call him the human highlight film.
New Jersey leading by 23. To the paint. Here's Martin, and finished off by Martin.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there. Dead on target.
And so it's Rivers with it. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Outside Wilkins. Inside, Williams with the steal. 3-on-3. Here's Martin, and finished off by Martin.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
And turnovers have been the issue for him.
You can see the coaches have gotten into him a little bit about this. They've got to do a better job of taking care of the ball.
Now here's Wilkins. And just off the cuff, Doris, what do you think is the toughest part of the season?
I mean, for me, watching these players try to perform the final 2 to 3 weeks before All-Star game, there are so many things in play. Has it been an extraordinarily difficult season where you're just simply not winning? Are you trying to incorporate perhaps a player that came over from a new trade? And then also just the focus. Everybody's mind is, ooh, I've got a week vacation here. I can't wait.
And Williams with the stuff.
You just appreciate how unselfish Kidd is. Outstanding at sharing the ball and playing for his teammates.
Williams has gotten about everything to drop here, shooting 6 of 7. Kidd against Rivers. Pass to Livingston.
Kenny Martin. Second personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for your Hawks, Cliff Livingston, taking 2 shots.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
And he makes the first. And good on the second, so he makes them both. We all hear about AI in the workplace, and I don't mean Allen Iverson, although we could put him in the workplace. Greg, now teams are using computers to break down the action.
Yeah, able to use camera tracking to assess credit and blame, right? So maybe the little things in winning plays that went unnoticed, they won't be overlooked much anymore.
Here's Whitman, and it's Rivers, top of the key. Clock at 6. Kidd with the steal. With some arc, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Personal foul.
It's amazing how many ways Kidd sparks their offense.
Jason Kidd, 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Kidd.
And Kidd, really just a nightly triple-double threat. Big point guard who can score, pass, and also rebounds the ball.
He doesn't get the second one. And the Hawks with possession here. Rivers passes to Wilkins. Greg, one thing that doesn't show up in the box score, and maybe should, screen assists. They're a big part of the game.
Without question. I mean, the art of setting a great screen, I think, is underappreciated. Giving those guys their just due with the screen assist on a made bucket is, I'm fine with that.
So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Simply put, out of control is how they played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline.
Here's Whitman. Pass to Livingston. Just 5 to shoot. And Van Horn pulls it down. Van Horn's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Outside Kidd. Left side, Martin. Outside, Wilkins. And here we go with Kidd heading to the hoop. And it's in there.
And you can't forget about Kidd in transition. Whether he's dishing it or shooting it, he's great at making the right decision.
And so it's Rivers with it. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. There's a good screen. Here's Livingston. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Might be undersized for a 4, but that vertical more than makes up for it.
It's the Nets now. Down low. Here's Williams. And the slam by Williams.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Atlanta with the ball. Pass to Wilkins. You know, GA, one great thing about the NBA, well, there are many things, but one great thing is that there's always new talent coming through the ranks.
Yeah, I mean, the future is bright. And Kevin, I really like this year's draft class. Man, we just continue to add exciting young talent to the mix.
Here's Kidd. Dominique Wilkins making his last shot there. Rebound, Atlanta. Livingston's got his 6th rebound on the night.
Well, in the rebounding game, at least, it's been a strong physical performance for him.
Whitman passes to Rivers. It's Wilkins on the wing. 5 to shoot. For the 3. Kidd grabs the board. So it's New Jersey now. Pass to Kittles.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Now here's Williams. And here is Kidd. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Wilkins dishes to Rivers. Here's Kidd. Outside Martin. Outside Kidd. Pass to Martin. Outside Williams. And again, it's the Nets missing. We've got 1:18 left to play here in the 4th. Wilkins, the pass to Koncak. Well, Doris, clearly the NBA award voting is an imperfect process and is often the cause of some intense debate.
Just look at the most valuable player debate over the last 5 or 6 seasons. You've had guys neck and neck for maybe the most prestigious award in the league. And one of the things that frustrates me, Kevin, is when a player has won multiple MVP and voter fatigue comes into place. It drives me nuts.
Here's Van Horn. Dominique Wilkins making his last shot there. For 3, Kidd. Not going to go that time. In the corner, Wilkins with it. 7-second difference, shot and game clock, and the turnover again by Atlanta.
That's miscommunication, and we rarely see that happen.
Kevin Willis, Spud Webb.
There's 25 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Webb against Kidd. Here's Van Horn. Out to the wing. It's stolen by Willis. And they're on the break. And that one drops for him. And so it's New Jersey easily grabbing this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
That concludes the first game of the NBA season. So for Doris Burke, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us. Now it's time to present our player of the game.